Hi, I'm Guy DiMartino. I am a Northwest Indiana estate planning and probate lawyer, and today I'd like to talk about how an umbrella insurance policy can play into your estate plan and how it can protect your family and your estate multiple ways. But before I get started, if you ever have any questions regarding Indiana estate or probate matter, you can always reach out to me at indianaestatemeeting.com, and I'll be more than happy to answer your questions or concerns. So here you have it. Many folks, when they think about estate planning, they think about life insurance. And that is something that you really should think about when you're preparing your estate, especially if you have young kids or you're a young family or you're married and things are sort of young and you haven't accumulated a lot of assets yet. And you're concerned that if something should happen to you tragically, how are your kids going to be supported in addition to Social Security? So life insurance is something, but I'm thinking more of protection for you liability-wise. And one of the best ways that you can be protected liability-wise is with an umbrella policy. And you say, well, what is an umbrella policy? Well, just think of an umbrella. An umbrella is a second layer of insurance coverage that has a protection over any other coverages that you have that are below that. So if you have an umbrella, anything underneath that would be protected as a second layer. And the thing about an umbrella policy, or some people call it a PLUP, personal liability umbrella policy, is that it's a single limit policy and it's there as a cushion or protection. Now let me use my case in point. So I have insurance for my automobile, insurance for my residences, and different types of insurance. But then I also have an umbrella policy. And the umbrella policy that I have is a policy through, it's a group policy through the Florida Bar, because I'm a member of the Florida Bar. And in that policy, I have a minimum of $5 million of liability insurance. So that would cover myself and my wife, and or the vehicles that I have. And then I have an additional $1 million, and I can have up to $5 million of uninsured or underinsured motorist coverage. So this is two ways that it could protect my estate. The first way would be I'm driving in a car, I get killed because of somebody else's negligence. The other person had the Indiana state minimum of $25,000, and me, because I'm a lawyer, my income is okay. My claim for my losses and for my estate would be much more than the $25,000 that the other person has as coverage. So then above that would be my automobile insurance under the underinsured motorist claim. And then there would be the second layer of my umbrella policy. So potentially my estate can get $1.25 million because of somebody else's negligence, and especially somebody else who was underinsured. So that's one way it can work. The second way that it can work is, God forbid, I was the one who was negligent. And I went ahead and I crashed into somebody, and God forbid, I killed a family of 3 or a family of 4. And I only have on my automobile $250,000 of coverage. And so there's more than one person, so it would be up to $500,000 in coverage. But if I kill a family of 3 or a family of 4, their claim is much more than that insurance coverage. So then we would have that layer of liability coverage of $5 million to protect me for my negligence, and then there won't be an additional claim against me which could be made against my estate and take money from my wife and my kids. So that's another way it can work. It can work to protect my family and my estate two ways. If I'm at fault and I cause some type of injury and then I become a debtor to somebody else because of my negligence, or if I'm injured severely, if I then die because of somebody else's negligence. So in order to get or qualify for an umbrella policy, because it's an umbrella policy, you have to have a minimum of underlying limits. For instance, if you have a boat, most umbrella policies require you to carry a minimum of $100,000 of boating coverage. If you have an automobile, most umbrella policies require you to carry a minimum of $250,000. If you have a home or a condo or a modular home or a trailer, most umbrella policies require you to carry a minimum of $300,000 of liability insurance. So the first $300,000 in the case of a home would be paid by the underlying insurance. And then if there's an additional liability on your behalf, because maybe somebody died on your property because of a fire that got set and they're claiming that you're negligent, then the umbrella policy would cover and give you that additional layer of coverage. Now, typically umbrella policies, you get a good amount of bang for your buck. They're not as expensive as some of the underlying policies, and they can give you and your estate a bunch of protection. So it's something that you should really consider discussing with your estate planning lawyer or your insurance agent. If you have any questions regarding an Indiana estate or probate matter, you can always reach out to me. I am Guy DiMartino. Have yourself a great day.